Well, Jamie, it's so great to see you. Here I am in San Francisco, and you're in New York, and we're far away from Boston, which is where our fathers met.
All the way back to the original neighborhood where they both lived as kids. It's just amazing, really.
It is. It is. I used to joke towards the end of my father's life. I said he was the only person still around who attended Leonard Bernstein's bar mitzvah, and that would always get quite the reaction from people. Yeah, it is quite remarkable. I mean, my dad, he took lessons. He took music lessons when Lenny was at Harvard, and nobody should be surprised that Leonard Bernstein was a teacher at the age of 17 or 18, and my father just gobbled everything up.
Yeah.
And the story goes, my father figured he had to pay your dad something for these music lessons, so they decided that it would be $1 and a Three Musketeers bar. So, and the rest is history. My father owes so much of his career to your dad for your dad asking him to orchestrate West Side Story. That was the turning point in his career.
Well, in both of their careers, I dare say. Was,
Yeah.
and now, amazingly, after all these years of just knowing each other and getting together for dinner or whatever informal thing, now we actually have a project that brings us together as work colleagues. And how fun is that?
It is fun. And when I first was thinking about this project, which is called 17, and it involves the rise of civic engagement of young people, of course I thought of your father and I thought of Mass, and I thought, well, of all people, I should tell you about it. And you were kind enough to join our advisory committee. And when the piece was written, and it was much further along, I said, would you possibly consider being involved as directing the young narrators on stage? And you were generous enough to say, I'm in.
I'm in because the piece is so resonant with my own dad's lifelong approach to music making, which was to use your music however you can to help to make the world a better place. And so when I found out about 17 from you and how it was about young young people wanting to make the world a better place themselves, and that this their words had been surrounded by your music, I thought, well, this is, if only my dad were around to see it himself, because he would completely relate to everything that it's about. So I feel like I'm happy that I can be there in my father's stead to be involved with this piece that resonates so deeply with myself and would have with him. So it's very exciting that it's all about to happen.
Well, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention my creative partner in this, because Portia is the one, Portia Kamons, who put together, she spent hours interviewing all of these young people, and and there would be no 17 without her. So it has been a joint effort, and with Eric Jacobsen at the helm, we're in good hands, and it's very exciting, and I'm just so happy that our relationship has continued the Bernstein-Ramin legacy, and I know that my father would be absolutely thrilled to know that this was happening.
Well, ditto with my dad. So yes, on we go.
And hopefully this ends up being a rather uplifting piece. I mean, working with these young people, listening to their words and looking at the young cast members, I feel very hopeful. I truly do, and that has been in short supply.
Yeah. Well, when young people are really involved in what's going on in the world and are on fire to make the world a better place, you can't help but feel optimistic. So
Yeah,
it, it
it
was a
is.
great moment to be working on this piece, for sure.
Well, good. Well, I thank you for that, Jamie. I really do, and I'll see you in November.
Okay, see you next month.
All right. Bye bye.